Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is Jade Maple. So the reason I'm here tonight is I thought I could share a harebrained idea I had. So when I work on my grimoire, I like to put what I know as a crafter, ephemera or stamped images or colored images or cutout images into my books to go along with whatever's going on. Whether it's crystals, whether it's a potion, whether it's a jar, whether it's a bag, whatever the case may be. Well, sometimes witchy ephemera can be a little bit hard to find. So I thought, why not make our own with the things we already have? So my crazy idea is this. I have a few woodblock stamps that have like sun and moon ideas on them. And then this one's the moon and stars. We use both of those things in the practice. And we have this sun, and then I have one that could be turned depending on what you need it for. So I thought, stamp some of those out, use some colored pencils, color them up. But then I also got to thinking about if my stuff would stay on my desk. Sorry. I also got to thinking about some clean stamps that I have. Like some of them you're going to be able to see, like here, there's a tree that could be used. There's a picnic basket that might be able to be used. Here's a palm tree. And there's different ones, but that's some of the ones on there. Here's all coffee. This is all coffee related. And like there's a teacup looking here. There's a coffee cup guy here. There's some coffee beans here. A tea bag there. I figured why not make some of these. This is animals and flowers. So here's a rabbit, a duck, a horse, a lamb. There's a bee, a butterfly. And then there's just random flowers around. This one, you can't really see the stamps. But there's, I think there's stamps in this one anyway. Yeah, there is. Okay, here we go. Maybe I can pull them up some. This has like a basket with some flowers in it. This is a road sign. This is like a walk path that has trees and a fence. Here's another little tree. There's some flowers. There's like a locked gazebo type thing. But anyway, what I thought, instead of going through every single thing here, what I thought is take our stamps and make some ephemera, wow, ourselves. So let's just jump into this, okay? And people, don't think you have to have anything special because I'm not using anything special. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm using as I go. I'm just trying to find a safe place to put this so that my puppy doesn't come in here and decide that it's chew up time. Because these were pretty expensive ones to get, the book ones. So I think we'll be okay there. All right, there we go. So what I'm going to do is knock my ink down first. Always. Okay, so I have some old scratch paper, and I'll show you what these are. Some of these are just printed off pages that on the front they look like this, but on the back they're perfectly good. And once you stamp on it and color it in, you're going to use the stamped image in your book, not the back, because the back you won't see. So here's what I thought I would do, is we're going to stack ours up like this, plop it down here. I'm going to slide you over just a bit, so hold on tight. We're kind of coming closer. I'm going to bring you down to the desk. Hello there. So I just have some regular plain old black art ink, or excuse me, let me try that again. I have plain old black ink. This is from Hampton Arts. And I'm just going to use it to stamp out the image, and then I color it in with markers, gel pens, alcohol markers, water-based markers. Some of you call them, I call them colored pencils. I think you call them crayon pencils or something to that effect. But some of these have an outline that you could do the outline one way and then color the main piece another way. And that's what I look at doing. Because I'm kind of tired of trying to hunt down the ephemera pieces I want to put in my books, because they don't seem to be showing up anywhere. I have not eating my own hair. I have not found any ephemera that I'm too keen on for using in my grimoire. Now I'm going to hope this will work, because some of these stamps are pretty old and some of them are new to me. Okay, so we have that. Now why couldn't we just use that as an ephemera piece? I am actually going to make a couple. Because I know me. I kind of like that guy anyway, so. And then I will show you how I cut out around him and stuff and how I work with it. Okay, so there's that. I'll get my little cleaning rag. I have to, pardon me, I have to holler for my assistant. Oh, lovely assistant, I need you a minute. I think we'll try that one next. Can you wet me and wring me out? Okay, let me try this guy. Hopefully it will give what I want. Hopefully. I don't know. These I've never used. These are brand new to me. My dear friend Boxy Bell from my other channel sent these to me, and I had not used them yet, so I wanted to take the time to use them. Let me wipe this ink off this guy, though. I don't like to leave the ink sit on them because it can stain. So I like to try to get that ink off as soon as I can. Don't need to rag, sir. Okay, we'll sit that guy up there to dry, and let's try stamping this one. Very cute. I could do with that, yeah. Alright. These are going to come in very cute, I think. Yes. And I'm only going to make a couple of each one, because, well, maybe, till I get to the other ones. There we go. Yes, sir. Nice. And for those who don't know, I love woodblock stamps, which is why I always look at the woodblock stamps when I'm out and about. These are my favorite. I will use the cling stamps, and I do like them, but woodblock is my absolute. I love working with those. Let me see how you're, oh boy. Maybe. I'm not sure. We're going to test run this guy, because I don't know. Like I said, these are new to me, so I don't know 100% how they stamp out always. And I know I have a small ink pad, but I like the little cubes much better than the great big guys for most things. Alright. Oh, that's pretty. I think I want one more of that one. That's really pretty. Boy, I'm really happy. These stamps are coming in so nice. I'm going to have a heyday with these. But I thought I would come and share this with you as a possible idea for you to use other things that maybe you have in your repertoire. Like, I can't draw. My drawings just, yeah, we don't even want to look at that. So I figured stamps might be my next best option. There we go. Stop it, book. And I have a multitude of stamps. Like I said, being a crafter, one of the things that I made is cards and scrapbook pages. So I have a ton of stamps, different kind, definitely not like this, but different kinds, that could possibly be used. And then, of course, let them dry nice before you go put them away. I don't think that guy's going to give me the right everything because I'm going to want this to be yellow. And I don't think if I stamp it out, that's going to work on here. So I think we'll just sit him back in the box that I had him in. And we'll deal with him a little bit later. We'll move this page aside, but that's how those stamped out. And then, well, let's just go ahead. Let me move this other stack of paper, and I'll show you how I do this in case you don't want to stick around for any more, in case you don't like this idea. So now that it's dry, you could use markers, you could use crayons, you could use what have you to color these in. I sometimes like to use my colored pencils because colored pencil is not as harsh to the drawings themselves. And of course, all this wants to fall down to me today. It never wants to any other day. Okay. Yeah, right there. Anyway, so like, let's go with a sun here, because that thing's a whole bag of different brand colored pencils. I have this is just called yellow. It's Craze Art Yellow. But say we want to color our sun in here. So I come in with my colored pencil and I'm not putting tons of pressure on this or anything. I just want to give it a color, so it has a color to it there. Same thing with this one up here. Just going to give it a little bit of color here. Okay, there we go. And our moon obviously is not going to be yellow. So then we can come down here, and this moon this sun I may do a couple colors. So I think what I'm going to do is out here on this like outside line deal, I'm going to make it the yellow. So I think I have another color that I want to place inside. So I'm just going around the edges here, giving these lines a bit of color. And you don't even have to be perfect. That's fun about this. You really don't. You could, but you don't have to. Whoop, there went my lid. I didn't think I was pressing that hard. Pardon the growl you're about to hear. Okay. Anyway. I'm just going around like this, just around the outside of this one. And then I'm going to hit these stars with just a little bit. Like so. And then I'm avoiding the moon because he's going to be a different color. But there's one idea for doing the sun that way. This one I think I'm going to do a different way here, just to make it look a little different. Okay. I'm going to do these the same. And you could choose to use whatever colors you wanted. You don't have to use my choices. But the idea is just to come and show you that sometimes what we have in our stash around our house, like if we're crafters or sewers or what have you, you might have something you can use to get the effect and use of whatever you're wanting to use, whether it be something for your grimoire or something otherwise. So there's that. Let me find this other color here real quick. Hopefully. Yeah. No? Yeah. Maybe. Can't read that one. Oh, no, not that one. Okay. Wrong color. There it is, I think. Yes. There's that one. And no, I don't see any of the other color I was looking for. Come on, let's go. Trying to be quick and find these colors. And of course, quick is not what works with this. Okay. And like I said, these are random colored pencils that I just have in this bag. Not wanting black particularly, people. Not for what I'm doing here. Oh, stop. Because you'll mess up the page. Okay, that I do think I want. And then, what are you? Okay, I think that's the other one. Okay, I think those will give me what I'm looking for mainly. Alright. So again, you just take your pencils and use them. I'm going to growl a minute again. Okay. So with this one, since I did the yellow out here, my thought was to do this, to bring in some orange. And get this done like this. I'm working on one, yeah. Anyway, color this in. Like I said, you don't got to be perfect. You could even do watercolors, I guess, if you wanted. And then, since this is part of your sun, too, bring all this together. And you just go around your sun the same way you did with your yellow. Say like so. And then the little bits on here, I'm not worrying about doing with this color for right now. The one down here on the bottom where I left it mostly open, the reason why is the sun here is wearing like a mask. And what I thought is come in, make these a little different, obviously. I'm going to leave the eyes there. But you can come in and customize each one to be completely different. Now, this one, I'm going to want to do all of it here. Just like so. I do not know what's dinging, so please ignore that. I don't know if my husband is talking to someone or my daughter might be. Okay. And we're just going around finishing out this orange radiant sun, like so. Just taking it here, getting it done. And this one will look different than the other one because while the other one has the orange and the yellow together like that, this one is yellow in a spot, but then it's like orange in the next spot. So that's what I'm saying. You could customize how each piece of the ephemera looked. So there's that. Okay, let me move that over there. And let's grab this gray, which definitely needs a sharpen. Okay. And now, for here, this is a lighter gray. It's not super dark, but you'll be able to see it the more of the moon that gets colored in. And I think it'll lend well to what's already there. So, I'm just going to go and bring in our gray, or as it might like prefer, silver moon. So you just color this in, just like you would anything else. And you could choose, like maybe on this one we have a gray moon, maybe on that one we don't. You know, you can change it up, is what I'm saying. Like, okay, for this next moon, let's say that maybe this one is blue moon. We'll come in with our blue. And we'll go over our moon. Just like this. And I'm not getting, too fancy, like just coloring in, all these different colors. I mean, you could if you wanted. That's your choice. I'm just not. I'm doing it very basic, just as a idea. Like there you go. Now you have one that's orange and yellow down here with a gray moon, and orange and yellow up here with a blue moon. And so up here, this other moon, what we could do is, if you really wanted to get hokey pokey, at least that's what I'm going to call it, you could come in and do a base color here of your gray. Now you're going to cover your gray, but the gray will be there as a tint underneath of it. It'll change the color of what you put over top of it. So, let's get your nose colored in there, dude. Alright, so here we go. And I'm going to go over the stars too, so just to show you, even though they are put on this way, you can take your gray and go over your star. Like so. Alright, then you can come in with your blue. And I'm not going to use any real hand pressure with this. That's why my hand is scooted way back on the pencil. And you're going to come in and you're just going to lightly move your pencil over what is already there. Now, you're going to see the blue, yes, but you may also see parts of the gray peeking through. And that is okay. It is perfectly fine. Just like so. And then if you wanted, you can do the same with your stars, just real light. You don't have to put a ton of pressure, just enough to give it a tint. And there you are. Now you have a blue moon that's actually blue-gray. And if you wanted to get real fancy, you could pick a different color and do your moon a different color totally. I don't think I have one out here. Maybe. Hang on. Actually. Because you can have like a pinkish red moon, or you can have like a blood moon. So let's pull a different colored pencil. And I'm not going heavy-handed with this. And come in and color your moon red. Or you could do fantasy artwork and color it whatever color you chose. It could be purple, orange, yellow. It could be green. It could be pink. It could be whatever color. I mean, it's up to your creativity, really. But there you go. Now we have a red moon, and we're going to have some red stars too. Why not? So there you go. But that's what I'm saying. You could use your stamps and create your own ephemera. And it doesn't cost you anything but maybe a pack of pencils if you don't have them, which you can get cheap ones at the Dollar General. Stamps, which you can buy stamps almost anywhere. And maybe some time. And you can use scrap paper. You don't even have to use, like brand new paper. And then to use them, let me find where I put my little... Okay, so I have just a pair of little scissors here. And all I'm going to do, and you could choose even how much you want to do this. There's no, you don't have to do it a certain way. It's all about how you want it. I mean, if you wanted to, you could cut it out like that, and then watercolor the background or leave it as is and use it. Me, I usually do a little bit more of a tighter cut around the image. It's not super tight. I'll tell you that now. At least not this kind of image where there's space in between the stars and so forth. But there you go. That's how I cut out that image. And then I would just put this in my book wherever I decided that it needed to be. Let me move this guy here a minute. Let me cut out one of these moons that I did up here. Okay, this one, since it's kind of shaped like a coin, which makes it nice, we just cut around, or at least I'm going to cut around the outside edge the best I can, leaving that black line as our guide. And there you go. And you could use those in your grimoire or any other place that you wanted to decorate with some ephemera like this. And it didn't cost you anything but a little bit of time and, maybe pencils if you didn't have the pencils or markers or what have you. But those are just ideas. And other things, like I was showing you the animals. Another idea is, let me find this one. Where did it go? Of course, it's the last one there. Okay, like another set that I have here is called Message in a Bottle. But what if you took, there's that down here. What if you took the, let me scooch up, sorry. What if you took these bottles, stamped them out, or even this one here, and maybe that one there, stamped those out, and used them as potion bottles? There's some seashells here. You could stamp those out. Different little things like that to make your own ephemera for your grimoire, and there you go. Then you could have as much as you wanted. You could color it whatever color you wanted. So you're doing a self-love jar. You could make one look like a self-love jar. And if you're artistic, you could even draw stuff in it if you can't, if you like doing that. I'm just not gifted that way. But this was just an idea I wanted to bring to you. And of course, you could use anything you have. I mean, there's flowers that you can use in grimoires, because there's flower stamps out there of just about every flower. There are dies out there that you could roll out and then color them up or put them on colored paper. There's lots of ways to do that, to get yourself some ephemera to use in your book. I mean, I have some stuff I've cut out and made before, but why not have some other new stuff too? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this idea. If you did, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below, say hi. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a magical day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.